Okay, let's go.
Do you mean to tell me that you could have pressed that button at any time? Like before fighting that guy?
What are you saying? Boys shouldn't be so trivial about everything. Come on, let's go.
This here is a pretty interesting 3D platformer for the PlayStation 2 called Graffiti Kingdom. The premise is pretty basic. Some ancient evil have been locked away 1,000 years ago and is inadvertently freed when the hero of the game discovers a mysterious graffiti wand and causes the devil to take over the world.
At last I'm free! Foolish humans, you lure them over and the next thing you know they break your seal for you. However, as a token of my appreciation, I will allow you to live just this once.
Of course, he sets out to stop the devil by climbing all the way to the top of the devil's castle along with his new friend, the magical Boxdog Pastel.
Okay, just calm down. Look, I'll give you one of my special graffiti creatures instead. Here, stick this on.
By obtaining graffiti creature cards, our hero Pixel can transform himself into all sorts of creatures. But the crazy thing is that you can also draw your own creatures. If you look around on YouTube, you can find some absolutely incredible creations like Mega Man X by Cellostrax, Tails by Lan Manamel, Marco from Metal Slug by Schwa, and Hatsune Miku by Garakudo. Of course, giving someone like me that kind of creative freedom obviously leads to one thing only. This is Mr. Wobbly. He can do tiny little whacks with his sack, and he has a dash that can be used to plow through enemies and cross gaps that can't be reached with normal jumps. The editing starts out pretty basic in the game, but as you defeat enemies, earn experience, and go up in level, you gradually unlock new tools for drawing and properties you can change different parts into. Defeating enemies will occasionally also make them drop graffiti creature cards of their own, which allows you to play as that creature and access their special abilities. Some of these are more effective attacks and others are skills that you need to use to get past certain areas in the game. This here is Ice Crown, who has an ice attack that not only freezes enemies but also water, making it easier to cross deep lakes. Other like this ostrich thing has a bigger jump, and later in the game you can also get creatures that can fly and shoot lightning and stuff. The art direction stays in the theme of the game, with all the backgrounds looking like they were cut out of cardboard and all the monsters having a kind of children's drawing look to them. The level design might seem a little simple in this video, but considering how you need to wrestle around with the camera at times in these kinds of games, it works pretty well. If you can find it, Graffiti Kingdom is an excellent game to add to your PS2 collection.
Alright, that sounds easy enough.
Can I ask you something? Aren't you worried it might be a trap?
Oh, if it's a trap, I'll just come back and beat the living daylights out of you.
You really are an interesting fellow. I am starting to like you.
Don't be so disgusting.